Thank you. Let's start that again then, shall we? Hello, this is Mordred Viking, and I'd like to welcome you to another session of Total War Warhammer. Can you all hear me? I'm going to hope that you can, because I wasn't an idiot this time. I unmuted myself on the start screen, but not on the actual game screen. Anyway, so in the last session, what we were doing was we were fighting against the vampires up here in Castle Drakenhof. We have defeated the vampires there. We sacked Drakenhof instead of taking it because it was worth like 5,000 to do that. We then pieced them out for about 10,000, so we made a rather impressive chunk of change from the vampires. In the south, meanwhile, we still have a very thin layer of savage orcs down here, which I would like to destroy, if possible. Our armies did take something of a beating recently, so they will be spending a little bit of time recuperating, getting numbers back again. And then we should be able to throw them into the fray once more. There are two very large dwarven nations which are currently independent, one of them down here, and one of them up here, which I would very much like to confederate. But we did just manage to confederate the guys with the massive port here, Barak Var. So it's going to be several times before we can do that. The other downside of the confederation is that we are suffering some massive public order problems. We still have another 2 turns of that to run. And honestly, we need to let that recover and we need to get our public order back up. Otherwise, we are going to be constantly fighting off incursions from rebels. And 3/4 of our settlements right now are not being taxed because of this, including the Rib Peaks, which is one of our bigger ones, because of the public order problems. And even though we're not taxing them, they are still having public order problems. So that is something that we really will need to focus on. But for now, I think we can just end turn. So actually we have some build slots. Zufbar. And we have a bit of money as well, I'm noticing, which is why I'm kind of thinking maybe I should do something here. So you are a level 2. We need to be a level 3 for you to get a shrine. Although I have a feeling I was going to try and build a shrine here in Zufbar anyway, because Zufbar is right on the border with the vampires, so we will need to have some anti-vampire corruption reduction. We could also build a refractory here. Or, no, Oakenhammer. We want the watch room, because we need this place fortified. That's what we needed to do there. So, Zufbar needs to grow. Badly. Then Southern Badlands, apparently you can build something. You just need to be repaired. All you can do is the dock. Which I'm okay with, because that's going to hopefully open up some more trade routes. So, it's kind of expensive. And that now cancels everything else that we can do. So let's go ahead and end turn. And see what we can do next. Hey, Rillis, good to see you. And Npunkt, Poznik, and everyone else, of course. Yeah, I muted myself while I was making loads of noise. So, just getting my tea out. That was it. And then I dropped everything on my desk and forgot that I muted myself on the microphone rather than over there. Anyway, under Valaya's disappointed glare, infighting amongst the Dwarwi has led to an insurgency of Greenskins here. The grudge has been listed. End this despicable green influx. So crush the uprising in the following settlement. Gumbad. And you want to go and attack Top Knots, that's fine. We have an army over here, and it is in fact Thorgrim, and you can make pretty darn good time to go over and assist against these rebels that have just risen up, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I thought you were doing the underground walkie thing. Never mind. Next turn. Then QWERTY. Where are you?
Rune Lord.
You two are the furthest south. That's because we were using you against the Savage Orcs. And honestly, I'm just going to have you guys continue to move south to move against these guys. And take them out. So I think we're just going to go ahead and do that.
What do you want?
You are still in friendly territory, so you are still going to be recovering numbers. Fenris. Honestly, I think I'm going to leave you an Oaken Hammer, just fortifying it. Plus, having an army here will, I think, improve public order. Am I correct in saying that? Military presence, +7. So yes, Fenris is doing a good job there.
Anad?
Owen Weldonson, you could also stay here. No, you were moving down to Carag Dromar so that we could go out and conquer that.
Go then!
So let's go ahead and do this.
Yes.
Fanro, you are going to be moving south as well. In fact, I might send you to the southwest while QWERTY goes southeast. I think that's probably a better idea. So we're going to have you moving kind of in.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
Okay, good stuff. And then Wade Benedict, you are currently sitting around doing nothing, and I don't particularly want to use you to recruit a new army. Because that's expensive. And then Lionhearted is soon to rejoin an army. We must have lost one at some point. Right. And actually it would be fairly useful to have one in as a backup in case we lose an army again. Is it possible to change Lord leaders around? Just out of interest. So could we move... I don't think it is possible to... Because the lords are not really assigned to armies, they are the army in this. So I don't think we can move them around. Oh yeah, we can replace them. So we totally could replace. Interesting. Okay. I think that takes a turn or two to happen. So...
Iron-willed.
What do we want you? I think you were actually moving north,
Heading
so
out.
that we could send you to the area with a lot more troops in the local recruitment area. Okay, building. Zufbar is already building something, although it could be upgraded. Ekrund could build something in Ekrund or in the Dragonhorn mines, and I suspect the Dragonhorn mines will be a mine of some kind for more money. No, it's not actually. You could get a trinket maker, but I think, honestly, I want to save you for unit production. You are having some public order problems, but that will go away next turn. A lot of these public orders will go away next turn. Death Pass. You are already building, I'm pretty happy with how you're looking. Western Badlands. That was you. Just while we looked at Southern Badlands. Here we go. You need to repair Galbaraz. Go ahead and do that. And that is all of my money gone once again. So we fought several very long wars, so if we need to take a little bit of time to recuperate, to recover, to build up our forces and our income again. You want me to join your war against Templehof, which is vampires again. God damn it. Alright. Playing purely defensive though, I'm not going to do any attacking stuff. I have 2 armies there which should be able to hold my line. Here come the top knots, but we have 2 lords that should be pretty close. We'll be able to divert one of them to attack that. You are still being raided, that's fine. A Chamfro Display! A close ally of ours, an influential Dawawi sitting on several guild councils, has shamed his family name with a craven act. He should, by all accounts, take the Slayer Oath and go into exile. But we will lose his influence. Make him take the oath. We don't make exceptions.
Can I help you?
Alright, QWERTY. You were the one that was closest. Where is this lord gone? Oh, he's all the way up here now. Alright, that's not my land. Do I really care? No, I'd rather go after their home territories and provoke him to turn around and come back after us. I think that would be a better move. Fenris, you are guarding Oakenhammer. It is Templehof that we're at war with. And Walden. Oh, it's, yeah, same area. And they are directly adjacent to Cadrin. Cadrin has some armies over there, so I'm less concerned about it. Who's that? Oh, that's just a Banshee. Yeah, it's fine. Owen,
Wanrag,
you are moving down here. Let's put you back into...
by the grudge bearer's
and see how
will.
much this is going to cost. 1,600, so next turn we will colonise Karadromar, which will then give us control over the entire Zufbar region, which will be really good because it means I can do the anti-corruption edict in Zufbar, which will be very potent. What actually is the corruption in Zufbar now? 23%. It's going down pretty quickly. And 4% chaos corruption. That should be fine. Alright, that's you moved. Thorgrim! You are on your way to go and deal with these guys, who are rapidly increasing in numbers. Can I
Agreed!
go straight across? I can.
Got then!
We'll see if we can get an intercept. Then Funro, you are also moving down.
March!
Because you're moving underground, you can just jump across that river. Hopefully! Wade, you are moving to Karazakrak, and in fact, as soon as you enter this area, I think you're there. So next turn you can start recruiting, if we have the money. Our money situation should improve somewhat, because we will have gotten rid of... the other bad things. I could just disband the Benedict army, so I don't have to pay for them. Because we have so many armies in the field. No, we're a wealthy nation. We can handle this. And public order, yes, is improving everywhere now. That's what I wanted to see. We could theoretically go and confederate someone else now, but I think I want to take some time off and just let my nation recover. Carcassonne wants a defensive alliance. You are currently at war with the Beastmen. I don't really want to be drawn into that. I'm happy to trade with you. I'm happy to have non-aggression, but I'm not going to ally with you. That we reserve for the Dwarves. Seal the hold. The Rick is sealed to the Dwarfold. The great bar lays across its mountain doors, and in the deeps iron gates have come crashing down, severing the underway. Why the Lord would do this is yet a mystery. Increases siege holdout. Increases public order, reduces public income on which? Oh, stone mine. We need the public order, so I'm not going to complain too bitterly. First thing is first, let's colonise Karadromar while I'm remembering that
For
that's
the
a thing.
wisdom of Valea,
Colonise.
as the High
Boom!
King
To
commands.
retain complete control over the province is now possible to issue a commandment. Yes, I think I would like to do that, and it will be... Venerate the Ancestors, reduction of vampiric and chaos corruption, and also public order increase. Good. 20.
Rune Lord,
In fact, what we could also do is meet somewhere in the centre somewhere so I can hand out the better armies to people. You were moving this way. I think I'm going to set you to
cast
normal
the
movement
runes.
and slow you down slightly. Oh no, that... yeah, it's attrition. Shit. I wish I had not done that. I did not realise that you get attrition in the Badlands. You are quite happy there, Thorgrim.
yes!
You are going to go normal movement.
Very
You're going to go and
well.
attack these Orkies.
Good. Grimnir's axe thirsts. Drang!
There we go. You're attacking the Bloody Spears. They have got a Doom Diver. I have no artillery of my own. Ooh, they've got trolls. But that's okay, because we've got really good Longbeards now. Forest Goblin, Spider Riders, Orc Boar Boys, or Big Uns. That's not a terrible army. I think the trolls will be their biggest threat, because I have nothing which causes fire damage and I have no slayers. So I think I'm going to be using my regular dwarf warriors in the front line. I'll have the Longbeards on the flanks. No, I'll put the Longbeards in the front line. I'll put the regular Dwarf Warriors on the flanks because that's where they are more likely to take archer damage. And I'd rather they were the soft targets rather than Longbeards. And then I'll have the Longbeards with great weapons behind the front line to absorb any troll attacks. And this is me attacking them, so we're going to have to go on the offensive. You know what? I'm going to use these trees to my advantage. I'm going to come through the trees.
Yes, warriors! For the High King! Dwarf warriors!
And then it was the great swords. Actually, I'm going to put you back there. I'm going to have our billions of quarrelers here in the centre. And actually we can use the quarrelers as an anti-ranged unit. And likewise the rangers. And actually I'm wondering if we can put the rangers... Because they have vanguard deployment, right? Yes. Unfortunately we can't deploy anywhere where they're in the forest. Because what I would like them to do is jump out and attack the Doom Diver. So what I might do with you guys is I'm going to stick you up here. And we're going to use you to come around the behind. And Thorgrim, you stand here. Marvellous. Start the battle as a group. And I would like you to start marching that way. Slowly. And you two start marching there.
Yes. It is a reckoning!
Yeah, I don't want you running. Just slowly. It's fine. Do these have hide anywhere? Wish I'd remembered that. I could have put them a bit closer.
Prepare to kill our
I do think that the Rangers look freaking fantastic. It's so cool. It's the cloaks that make them. Any unit that has cloaks automatically makes them more cool.
Come, Snorri! Get in there! You fight like Helge! On the way!
And they should be able to do a great deal of damage. Plus they will be able to pop out behind their lines to pick off any archers. Plus they are basically our cavalry because they have a very fast movement compared to any of our other units. In fact, your movement is 34. What's their archers' movement? Do they even have any? They are faster than goblins, but slower than the orc arrows. Jay Greason, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that.
Down!
Ooh, the enemy has quite a lot of experience. I just noticed some of the troops over there. Yes! Must be regiments of renown. That's fine.
Off we go!
Alright.
The might
Getting into position. No, they're just bronze experience, so not gold. That's fine. We still outnumber them, that's the main thing. They're only just.
Strike out! Let the vengeance begin! Rage far, rage fast! Holding ammunition!
Alright, let's see where we are. We're under attack by the bombardment, that's fine. So they are... Oh no, they're... Yeah, they are going for the long walls.
There is no greater authority!
What I was hoping was to get behind the trees and stay hidden by them, but it doesn't seem to be working particularly well.
Good.
Let's move you over that way.
Satisfy the grudge! High King Thorgrim Grudgebearer!
Now let's get you into position. You guys, let's have you marching over here. You can actually stay hidden while running. That's interesting. You guys get into position. Quickly. Alright, quarrelers. What do I want you shooting at? I probably want you shooting at the spider archers. Missile cavalry are the bane of any dwarven life. Also...
Warriors!
Shoot at.
Take them down! Vengeance! Get them! Get in close!
Took the charge. I was not looking forward for that. Alright, you attacked into there. You go and help them out.
Long
Use your potion.
unite! It is a reckoning! Go!
You back off slightly more because I don't like where they are
On the
standing.
way! Yes!
You go ahead and charge into the goblins.
Lead them
They don't seem to have any real archers on this side, so we're going to go ahead and wrap around. Like that.
Vengeance!
And we'll send our great axe
Go!
people that way. Great weapons.
Killers! Understood! Put those dwarven legs!
Let's do this. You guys are all fighting. Rangers are taking horrible damage against the board boy big gun. They are big guns. They're probably one of the most dangerous
War
units.
of vengeance!
Dwarfs are the orcs.
Kazoo! Ow! Anu! Warriors!
Shoot at them. Shoot at them.
Shoot the wizards!
Go and
Kazoo!
help out against the trolls, who seem to be running amok, probably.
Axes out, lads! War of vengeance!
Alright, throw your axes, hit them in the back. Preferably. Oh, the troll is hitting them.
Bring out
Damn
the
it.
axes! Quarrelers! Fire on the vengeance!
Over here. You guys are crushing all of them. Marvellous. Those big guns did a lot of damage. There's another unit of boys here, but actually, Horrorless should be able to handle themselves. Because they are sword and board units. They're just the same as Dwarf Warriors, but with crossbows.
Yes!
I
Longbeards!
didn't realise we were doing that.
Kill orcs!
Actually, you know what? One is there.
Longbeards! Cover your axes in grubby Dwarf warriors! Quarrelers! Blow through!
Big guys.
Kill orcs!
You guys are finished.
Vengeance!
You lot go and kill them.
Attack the eggs!
And the Rangers are running.
Ready to save!
All of them there. Right, we've got the Bombardier dude. You guys are attacking into the flat. Perfect. You are not fighting. Why not?
Unite!
Go and help out against the troll.
For
You
the
help out against the
ancestors!
trolls.
They have wronged us!
You run up there. We're really taking the fight to the enemy here. The Horrorless is still engaging you. You have forced the Doomdiver catapult to run, but you're taking some pretty catastrophic casualties yourself.
Fired on
You are struggling, but the Great Weapon guys have arrived, so we should make fairly short work of the trolls now. Between the
Dwarf
armor piercing.
warriors!
In fact, so did the Rangers. I'm kind of surprised the Rangers didn't do better. I guess they're not armored.
Vengeance! Begin!
You go and deal with them. You've seen them off. Good. Let's bring them forwards. Let's bring you forwards. What's your movement? 30. Not bad. For a walk. If this unit doesn't get wiped out, that would be bad. In fact, I'm going to try and withdraw you. I'm going to try and send in these Dwarf Warriors
Attack the
to
earth!
support.
We demand blood! Get moving! Access out! Will do!
So we do still have a couple of Rangers. I kind of wish they weren't Great Weapon Rangers. I think Rangers with shields would be more useful because we can use them to harry archers.
This is a reckoning! For the ancestor gods!
Right, Quarrelers are
We
moving forwards.
demand
Oh, we're nailing
blood!
them hard. In fact, no, we're kneeling them. You're chasing, you're running. You go and support them so they don't get wiped out to a man.
For the High King!
Great axes are still fighting the trolls. Damn it, trolls! Just die, damn it! Why won't you die?
Bring them down!
Alright, we're making fairly short work of the Goblin Spear Riders with our Quarrelers, which is great. We'll go ahead and attack them. Doom Diver's trying to make its way back to the catapult. We can't allow that now, can we? Victory is in our grasp. Of course it is. The Dwarfs. We don't know how to lose.
Dwarf warriors!
There we go. I don't think I want to chase them down. The Dwarves, we're freaking slow. In battle. Good. It was the trolls that did the damage, and also the orc boy biguns. You guys did alright. You did. Oh, you were fighting the trolls. So actually getting 2 kills for you isn't too bad. Quarrelers did pretty standard. It was actually the Dwarf Warriors that carried that one. Thorgrim, 26 kills, but he's not exactly spec'd out for combat. He's a general. I need to get myself some more artillery. That's what I was lacking. Being on the offensive as dwarves is not something you want to do. So we did get some loots. We did lose a woman, unfortunately. And they're not cheap. We definitely need casualty replenishments. I'll take the leadership bonus. Oh, we beat them. I thought they would try and run away and then we'd have to destroy them. Apparently not. Good. Quite successful. We gained some monies. And we have a Troll Slayer. Bonus versus large plus 14. Is that for the entire army or just for you? It's probably just for you. Dwarves have been disgraced, crossed in love, or otherwise humiliated, abandon traditional society, and seek the sweet release of death. Fair enough, really. And we gained a Cooper. Income from breweries and gem cutters.